Good morning. Welcome to the studio. We have a very nice solution who has passion for the youth ministry and compassion for the young. Here we go. Good morning, Father Jose.
Morning, Father Patrick.
Nice to have you with us. Just to begin, can you say something about your name, your province, and your ministry as a provincial?
I am Father Jose Kochamkunnel, belonging to the province of Chennai, South India, and I've been in service for the past 3 years as provincial. And before that, all my life practically I was with the young people, animating, guiding young people, particularly to come closer to God. And that has been a wonderful experience in my life.
Okay. You're from which province, Father?
Chennai province.
Chennai province. Good. Now we are here, a very nice place for Salesians, the cradle of Salesian charism. And what does it mean to be here in this meeting in Valdoko?
Coming to Valdoko for me is a very, very memorable experience, in the sense that when I know that I am walking in the same place where Don Bosco reached out to so many young people, the poor young people, and this is the ground on which he walked, he journeyed with the young people, and here is where sanctity reigned very supreme. And when I look at the Basilica of Mary Help of Christians, I am reminded of the beautiful way in which Don Bosco was taking young people to Jesus through Mary. And this is the passion that this particular place is inspiring me to see as to how we can lead the young people close to God and through the intervention of our Blessed Mother.
You feel elevated to be here.
It's a very, very rich experience, very fascinating.
So nice, so nice, Father. And we know that the Gentle chapter is an important milestone in the life of the congregation. And your province, one of the oldest province in the region, how did your province prepare for this great event?
Well, our province had a year-long preparation, wherein we appointed a subcommittee to introduce this particular whole chapter theme to the entire province.
Okay.
Questionnaires were prepared, sent to the 52 communities that we have in the province, and a study was made by each and every confrere, and we gathered the findings of all these communities and then prepared the working document, presented the working document to the entire province, practically to the chapter members.
Okay.
And so they had 1 month before the chapter, the presentation of all the working documents.
Kind of instrumentum laboris.
Instrumentum laboris, yes.
Okay.
And then finally we had the celebration of the chapter for 5 days, which was a very wonderful experience of coming together, discerning together, and there was a kind of a passion in the minds of people as to how I can become a solution that Don Bosco expects of us. Okay. What kind of a solution for the young of today? And it was something very touching, where people felt that, yes, we need to become the Don Boscos of today.
Were there any special or specific moments of preparation with the young people, with the lay people? You had it?
The EPC was taken into consideration in the preparation of the document.
Okay.
And secondly, we also had a number of young people interviewed by the various communities and also some of the chapter members, and all their findings. In fact, at the chapter, we brought some young people.
How many of them?
We had about 8 young people.
Fully present.
And lay people, we had also about 6 of them were there for the chapter. And there was a nice discernment together with the whole lay people, the Salesians, the young people.
So nice, Father.
To find out how exactly the young people expected the Salesians to be. So and it was one fine thought that came was, what kind of a Salesian? And in fact, towards the end I said, if I can become a kind Salesian.
A kind Salesian.
That would be a wonderful way in which this chapter would have touched our lives.
So, what kind is a solution of kindness?
Solution of kindness.
So nice, Father.
Like St. Francis Sales.
Good. And we have heard a lot about your province in the history, right, from 1906. Now, after being provincial almost for 3 years, how do you characterize your province? In some key words, you can mention, our province mean this.
Okay. First of all, I must say that we are really blessed with a number of solutions, not only numbers, just because we have 430 solutions, we don't say we are a great province. But I see the quality of the solutions, particularly with regard to the solution spirit.
Solution
And
spirit.
secondly, the solutions having a strong desire to work for the poorest of the poor.
The option clear for the poor.
That particular thirst in the minds of people, wanting to serve the poorest of the poor. And this has been a thrust in the province for the past, I would say, 30 years.
So great.
And because of which, there is this constant desire to work among the poorest. Today, the thrust towards the migrants, towards the marginalized, particularly those affected by AIDS or infected by AIDS, those children or people with leprosy. These are varieties of special works that we have, apart from the 46 schools that we have,
46.
12 institutes of higher education that we have, 7 institutes of technical institutes, and 21 parishes. With all this, I would say the thrust has been to see how the young people can be brought closer to God, and particularly the poor.
Can you mention one word that would remind us of Chennai province? This is Chennai province. One word that will characterize, kind of a benchmark.
Love towards the poor.
Love towards poor. So nice to hear, Father. Good. And we know South Asia region is one of the biggest region, and with lot of solutions. How do you see that chapter can bring some change in your region? What do you expect from the chapter for your region?
For the entire region
Yeah.
of South Asia, which consists primarily of India and Sri Lanka.
We have also Nepal and Bangladesh.
Yeah, that is like even Fujairah,
also.
or Kuwait. We have these countries also.
Okay.
That's why I said primarily India and Sri Lanka, where we, the solutions, can really become the Don Boscos and take the mission and the spirit of Don Bosco to our countries and influence the lives of people. That would be a big contribution that this chapter can make. That we become the solutions that Don Bosco wanted us to be, and thus transform the world. For me, the whole concept of the transformation takes place with the methodology of Don Bosco, the spirit of Don Bosco. The whole approach of Don Bosco has been very, very fascinating. I myself have experienced when I was a student, and I feel that this method can really work wonders.
Super.
And so our region can be transformed if we are able to take the mission and spirit of Don Bosco and joining hands with the young people, the lay people. I'm sure this transformation will take place.
To be more Don Boscos in the region. So nice.
Yes.
So we have come to the final question, Father. Now, this chapter, what you can carry home to the province, or what are the things that you envisage that this chapter will have an impact at the province level?
This chapter for the province, for me, is to bring about that sanctity which Don Bosco really wanted to bring about in the whole congregation, the whole world. Don Bosco was passionate about making young people holy. Holiness through joy, cheerfulness, and I feel that this desire of young people to become holy is there very strongly in the minds of young people. For I strongly believe that we are spiritual beings living in a physical world, but with a divine purpose. And I strongly believe that our task as Salesians would be to help young people to discover this divine will. There is this divine desire, And if we can help people to discover that, I'm sure they will choose that which is good, that which is right, and that which is positive, and that will make them holy, and that will sanctify the world.
Thank you very much, Father, for being with us, and all the best for the coming days and for the coming years as a provincial. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.